So the Museum of Science and History is closing its doors ahead of decamping to its new location, but it is also preparing a final farewell celebration. Here to tell us about it is MOSH CEO, Dr. Alistair Dove. Welcome back.
Good morning, Anne. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you, Al. So this event is kind of I guess it's your grand hurrah, right? From the old location before you get to pull out and move. There's gonna be a little hiatus. So
Mhm.
what are you having people here to celebrate?
Yeah, so what we really wanted to do was to give the community a chance to celebrate their museum. It's been in this location for 60 years. And so that's a lot of memories, a lot of great experiences, a lot of moments of wonder, people who've come and experienced our programs. Maybe they've done a sleepover, slept under the whale if you've ever done one of those sleepover programs. Or maybe you've gone to a laser show in the planetarium and you want to celebrate and remember that. This is a chance for you to come out and see the old museum off before we turn our attention to building the new museum experience.
Yeah, but you have been kind of moving out, moving on, including this, last exhibition that you put together, which included some real, treasures of kind of the basement, I guess, if there is a basement at
Yeah.
Mosh. There's the old, Star Wars lunchboxes. There's the actual real telephone booth, which,
Yep.
you can't find, really anywhere anymore.
Yeah, that was a surprising thing. We bought the telephone booth out, and yes, museums have all kinds of things in the stacks, and so we had this old telephone booth, and seeing kids interact with the telephone booth has been really amazing because a lot of kids these days have no idea what to do with a telephone that has punch buttons or even a rotary dial. And telephone booths, when you realize you don't see them on the street anymore. So just seeing how in relatively short order things become museum artifacts, and something as familiar as a phone booth is now consigned to the museum collection. So
I mean, I thought it was hilarious when I was at the museum the last time and you were sharing a story about, um, you know, trying to demonstrate how the phone booth worked, explaining you had to put in a coin in order to hear a dial tone. Can you explain what happened
yeah,
there?
it was a bizarre interaction where and I learned about myself too in that experience. I was talking to a young person and explaining how a phone booth worked and that you had to put in a coin to get a dial tone, and the child's response was, "What's a dial tone?" And then it's like, "Oh yeah, you probably haven't heard one of those before." So yeah, these are the moments of when you really realize how rapid technological change has become, and how quickly something can become a museum piece.
Yeah, and so have you been hearing good feedback from people about, just kind of their memories of Mosh and, these, like, last days?
Yeah, there really is a lot of nostalgia for the museum, which is wonderful. And to we've even had people say to me that the museum was a second home to them at some part of their childhood. So those are really heartwarming experiences, and we want to celebrate all of that in our Legacy of Wonder celebration this weekend, this Saturday from 10 to 4 at the museum. But then we'd like to turn our attention to creating a new museum experience where a whole new set of generation of experiences can be created, where people can celebrate the future as much as we do the past.
And you're gonna be giving sort of a look ahead at that as well?
I'll give a little sneak peek talk during the day. I think that's scheduled for 1 o'clock in the planetarium. But it is a free event thanks to our friends at ViStar. So anybody can come down. We'll have food trucks. We're going to have some bands playing. So there'll be music, food, and celebration. But really, what we'd really like people to do is bring their memories, bring their best experiences of Mosh. Come ready to share them. We'd love to hear those stories about how Mosh has been important to people's lives, and to share those with each other, because museums, like other cultural institutions, are really community spaces where it's everybody's museum together. It's not ours.
Yeah, and so after the Saturday celebration, I mean, what's going to be happening in this little, interlude before the grand opening of the new one?
Yeah, so we close the current museum iteration on the last day of business is August the 31st. So after September 1st, you can't come to the Southbank location anymore. But that's okay. We're not going away completely. We've just secured our outreach vehicle. So we're going to have a mobile MOSH that will be bringing the collection and the programs into the community, into schools, so that people continue to benefit from the museum, its collection, and its expertise in the time that we're closed.
And how are we doing on are we sticking with our fundraising schedule? Is everything apace?
Yeah, we're doing well on the fundraising. Obviously, there's still more to go. There's never enough, it seems, as you know from your own experiences. So it's going well. We have enough to begin building the new building, which we're excited about. We need more to finish all of the exhibits that will go in there, and to make sure that every part of the museum is experience is as good as it can be. So
Yeah. Well, if you want to say farewell to Mosh, the event is Saturday, August 9th. It's from 10 to 4. Legacy of Wonder, a community celebration, and it is free.
it is free.
So, Al, thank you so much for being here today.
You're
Really
welcome.
appreciate it.